Hey guys, it's David here. Just crushed another workout, big leg push today, and trying to, of course, always get the wheels to grow. They're one of the biggest anabolic drivers for the body. So, leg day can be the hardest, but it's also the most rewarding. And it's interesting. And just one thing I noticed quite a bit, of course, in the last few years, is more of this idea of functional training, where a lot of big multi-jointed movements, big dynamic activities, modified burpees, lots of crazy stuff. And the problem is, I mean, the benefit of those is that they're great cardiovascular drivers. I mean, really good anaerobic threshold drivers, really push the body energetically to the limits. But they're so non-specific as far as your physiology. And so, what I really recommend in the beginning is that don't start there first. You need to get your ass in gear, and in a very literal sense. You need good glute tone. You need good abdominal tone. You need good shoulder posture. You need good range of motion around your joints before you start doing a lot of these big dynamic movements. In fact, some of the training that we did with the clients when I owned my facility, we'd spend 6 weeks just working on buttock strength, on gluteal strength. We'd work on shoulder stability, and we'd work on abdominal tone. And we do that for 6 weeks before we did anything else. And then the next 6 weeks, next 6 week block, we would go into basic functional training, which means deadlifts, squats, big basic compound movements, and really teach the body how to work together. And it wouldn't be until the third or fourth stage of training we would get into the big dynamic stuff, because we found that people just had no control. So if you're really wanting to shape your body and really define muscles, and you want to bring up muscle groups, and generally it's better muscle tone in the buttock muscles, better muscle tone in the abdominal wall and the shoulder girdle, really is slow down, take the time to learn to acquire the muscle, build the connection between the muscle and the brain, so that you actually have control. When you go into the big dynamic movements, your glutes will fire because you'll know how to acquire them. Chances are right now, if you're into training and this is some of the first stuff you're doing, you have no access to these weaker muscles, and they'll never change no matter how hard you push, no matter how high you jump or how hard you train. First, seek to acquire before you end up taking those muscles into a big power-based movement. So, I know we want to get there as soon as possible. We really want to get the results as quickly as possible. But take the time; it's well worth the effort. As my father always said, "Be lazy, do it right the first time."